Kevin Hart has mastered conversation in a way most people don't even notice. And what's interesting is, it's not because he's trying to be funny. If you actually watch how he talks to people, he isn't chasing laughs at all. What he's really doing is removing the pressure that most of us bring into conversations without realizing it. And that one change explains why talking around him feels fun instead of forced. Kevin does this through 5 simple social patterns. They're easy to miss, but once you see them, you start noticing them everywhere. So, let's break them down. Point 1. He focuses on the other person. Most people talk while also thinking about how they're coming across. They're speaking, but part of their attention is on themselves. That split focus breaks the flow. Kevin doesn't do that. When someone talks to him, his attention is fully on them. He reacts to what they're saying, not to how he sounds or looks.
Well, I like to use my legs when we're talking about 100 feet. You know, like in other words, if it's from here to here, I can walk there.
Because his attention stays outward, his responses feel natural. They feel quick. They feel real. And here's the subtle part most people miss. When one person stops judging themselves, everyone else relaxes too. That's usually the moment when conversations stop feeling stiff and start feeling easy. People feel heard around him. Not analyzed, not judged, just genuinely received in the moment. Point 2. He responds naturally, not perfectly. Kevin isn't trying to land moments, he's not thinking about sounding clever, he's not thinking about being impressive, and he's not trying to get a specific reaction. He's just responding to what's happening.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. There were some moments where I was like, Justin's gonna cry in the car. There's no way.
If something is funny, he reacts. If something is awkward, he stays with it. If things go quiet, he doesn't rush to fill the space. Most people try to control conversations. Kevin lets conversations move, and because nothing is being forced, everything feels more relaxed. Because he isn't polishing his responses, they land cleaner. People trust reactions that feel unedited more than clever ones. Point 3. He doesn't panic when things get awkward. This is where most conversations quietly fall apart. There's a pause. Someone says something slightly off. The energy shifts. Most people feel that shift and immediately assume something went wrong. They rush to explain. They overcorrect. They try to smooth things out. Kevin doesn't.
What are you talking about? If we're gonna do it, we have to do it correctly to where it becomes fair. We can't start at the same time.
Why?
What do you mean, why not? Because you're the fastest man in the world.
He treats awkward moments like normal moments. Sometimes he laughs at them. Sometimes he exaggerates them. Sometimes he just lets them sit. Because he doesn't treat awkwardness like a threat, it never turns into one. Awkwardness only grows when someone tries to escape it. Kevin stays, and the moment quietly resolves itself.
Exactly what it'll do. Kevin Hart accidentally killed in Ryan Wilcox's action school. No, thank you.
There's also something subtle happening here. When Kevin doesn't panic, he gives the other person time to recover too. They don't feel judged for the pause. They don't feel rushed to fix anything. That space gives people confidence back. And once confidence returns, the conversation resets on its own. Point 4. He makes others feel interesting. Kevin doesn't compete for attention. He doesn't interrupt to stay relevant. He doesn't one-up stories. And he doesn't rush to bring the focus back to himself. Instead, he builds on what other people bring into the conversation.
Look, this is the grass. See this little thing? It's all the grass we had. I had to sit on the step. I waited for them.
He listens clearly. He reacts fully. He lets people finish their thoughts. That changes the entire dynamic. People stop feeling like they need to impress him. They stop feeling rushed. They start opening up.
Some people might say it was a risk, you know, but it's all paying off. Now, I noticed you guys are sitting together at this luncheon. Will you be sitting next to each other at the Globes?
No, absolutely not.
When someone feels interesting, they stop performing. And that's when conversations shift from effort to enjoyment. This is why people often leave conversations with him feeling better than when they arrived, not energized in a loud way, but lighter. They weren't trying to impress. They weren't being evaluated. They were just allowed to talk freely, and that feeling stays with people. Point 5. He doesn't need anything from the conversation. This is the pattern that ties everything together. Kevin isn't chasing laughs. He's not chasing approval, and he's not trying to win the interaction. Nothing is really at stake for him.
Congrats on all your success, Kevin. I'm sure it's gonna last forever.
And when nothing is at stake, everything changes. His timing improves because he isn't rushing. His reactions land better because they're honest. His energy stays loose instead of tense. Fun isn't something Kevin adds to conversations. It's what shows up when pressure is gone. This is why his presence feels stable. Nothing depends on the outcome, so every interaction feels lighter.
When she sends, and it's enormous, right?
It's huge.
Yeah, like she sends things that you can't move, like you have to bring people in to help move things.
We haven't eaten on a table in 3 months.
Yeah.
Over time, this creates a reputation you don't have to maintain. People remember how they felt around you, not what was said. That's how presence compounds quietly, through consistency, not standout moments. And this is the part most people don't realize. Kevin Hart isn't doing anything most of us can't do. He didn't unlock some secret personality. He didn't turn himself into someone else. He just stopped putting so much pressure on every interaction. Most of us walk into conversations feeling like something is at stake, like we need to say the right thing, like we need to leave a good impression. Kevin doesn't carry that weight, and when that weight is gone, people feel it. They feel relaxed around him. They feel safe talking to him. That's why conversations around Kevin feel lighter, not because he adds energy, but because he removes tension. Once you see this, the goal of conversation changes. It's no longer about being memorable, it's about being easy to be around. That's something you can start practicing in the very next conversation you have. If this clicked for you, you'll probably find it interesting how Joe Rogan never seems to run out of things to say, even in conversations that last for hours. That's the next pattern worth noticing. And I'm curious, what part of conversations do you feel the most pressure in? Leave a comment. I read everyone.